welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. Now today's video is going to be a skin update video. It has now been over a year and a half even since I was on Accutane, whatever you want to call it. It's been over a year and a half, can't believe it, since I was on the drug for adult acne. Now my son might have, it's funny actually, I was talking to my mum and my boyfriend and that about this. They said they didn't think my skin was as bad as I thought it was, but to me it was horrendous. I had really horrifically painful cysts all just basically everywhere, popping up everywhere over my face. But I'll give you a little bit of background in case you haven't watched any of my other videos. I've suffered with acne since the age of around about 11. Went on Minciclin, then I went on Yasmin, went on Dianet, tried Epiduo, tried tretinoin. This is all topical creams. I tried Duac, then I tried more antibiotics before I decided to see a private dermatologist. Now I did actually first of all go on the NHS waiting list, but I was so down and fed up and depressed about it all, I actually paid privately to see a private derm in the UK, which was obviously you get seen within days. On the NHS I was having to wait about 6 months, and I was so sad and I was so down with myself and how I looked. It wasn't an option for me at the time, so I did that and I went on a relatively low dose. I believe it's 4 or 5 months it was now. I think it was around about 5 months. I'm sure it was 5 months, 4 or 5 months. I think it was 5, and I had to have a break in the middle, but went back on the drug, and so far the results, I mean, let's talk about my face first of all. Where I got the most spots, acne, was along here, and I got them sort of here as well, in the like hairline a bit. I do actually, you have to understand as well, acne Accutane is a wonder drug for a lot of people, but don't think you're going to get probably perfect skin for the rest of your life. I can almost guarantee you won't. I do tend to get some like spotty type things in my scalp, but I don't really care about them because you can't see them and they're not as bad as they were, and I don't think they're normal spots actually. I think they're called what we call folliculitis. But the skin I was bothered about, and that's where it was the worst, was on my face, along here, and along the neck. I haven't worn foundation for a year and a half. I mean, absolutely crazy. I used to have to put full coverage camouflage foundation on every day just so I felt human when I walked outside. So let me go a bit closer so you can see my skin a bit better. I am 37 years old, thought I'd just let you know. So, and I've had no Botox, so if you see some lines, please, don't be horrible to me. But so this is my skin as it is now. I only have on powder, loose powder, and a bit of bronzer and blush. I don't have any foundation on. I have concealer on under the eyes, but none over the face. So this is how clear my skin is right now. I'm so happy. I never thought my skin would be this clear. I do, however, though, I do actually have a very strict skincare routine. So if anybody would like to see my skincare routine for what I use to keep my skin clear, I do use products which I think do help it. Then let me know, and I'm excuse me, I'm more than happy to do that for you. But I want to give you an update on my skin. At the moment it's all brilliant. So as I said, it's been over a year and a half, over a year and 6 months, and I'm still really happy. I'm just hoping that it stays like this. But I mean, I do get the odd small blemish on my face now and again. I do, but it doesn't really matter, you know, it's normal. And also it's hard because once you've had really bad acne, you're always worrying that it might come back. I know that's what I'm a little bit like, but fingers crossed it won't, and fingers crossed my skin stays this clear. I mean, as I said, I did go on Accutane as an adult. I tried everything growing up and nothing worked for me, nothing at all. After a while, like Yasmin worked after a while, then you have to come off of it. Dianet, the same thing. I didn't want to be on antibiotics for the rest of my life, so it was my decision to go on Accutane. It's not everybody's choice, but it was mine, and I found the side effects to be relatively low. Dry skin, dry lips, about it really. Nothing too, oh, you get some nosebleeds, but it wasn't too bad for me. It wasn't too bad. I know that's not the same for everyone, so you have to do your own research and look into it a bit more and talk to your doctors about the pros and cons of it. But for me, it was a definite pro. I mean, I would, if I had to go on a drug again, I would, put it this way. I wouldn't be worried, I wouldn't think twice about it. So anyway, thought it will give you an update on my skin, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you're new, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.